we go. Now you're on. All right, so I'd like to welcome everybody to this very important public feedback session. Even though there aren't a lot of people here, we are still listening to stakeholder feedback this evening and incorporating concerns and questions the best we can into our plans moving forward. I just want to give a short reminder of how we got here in the cycle of renovations and replacements. Our last schools being Northern Middle School. We're currently renovating Grantsville with a limited project, but as replacement and rising costs and declining enrollment, that made things more and more difficult, and as most of you are aware, we have been trying to get Southern Middle School renovated for a number of years, and of course, we also have Broadford that is an open space school as well. As your superintendent, I truly believe that this grade band realignment is an opportunity to provide our students who go to these three schools the best chance to enhance our learning opportunities, address our capacity issues, and get a brand new building and an upgraded building at Southern Garrett High School. We have been listening to stakeholders and incorporating questions and concerns. We also have Mr. Dave Wolf, you stand up, from Grimmett Parker here tonight. He is also taking notes. Nothing you see in the renderings is set in stone. We are taking feedback from these sessions. If you want to respond in writing, we have the grade band alignment dedicated email address that you can, if you're not comfortable speaking, you can email as well. And we're taking all of the stakeholder feedback into consideration as we plan forward. And with that, I will turn it over to Mr. Woods to talk about some of the ground rules.
Thank you, Superintendent Baker. In an effort to provide an environment of effective public input on grade band alignment on the southern end of the county and the education specifications and specific and schematic design for Southern Middle School and the Southern Garrett High School buildings, the Garrett County Board of Education adopted the following protocols for public comment. Any person wishing to provide feedback may speak at the microphone or submit an email. If you wish to speak at the microphone, please make certain you have signed up on the sheet provided. When you're called to speak, please come to the podium and state your name initially. If you wish to submit your feedback via email, please email gradeband.alignment@garrettcountyschools.org. Each speaker at the microphone will be allotted 3 minutes for their statement. Since the listening session is intended as an opportunity for the Board of Education administrators to hear the concerns and feedback from the community regarding the grade band alignment at the southern end, they will not directly respond to the speaker. The board will take no action regarding the proposed grade band alignment at this meeting. This session is part of an information gathering process. In addition to the guidelines above, protocol for public comment at all Board of Education meetings will be followed. Issues that are specific to individual employees should be referred to the immediate supervisor for appropriate consideration and review. Rude slanders or threatening remarks or behavior that is disruptive or interferes with the order of the meeting is not permitted. So, with that being said, we do have two individuals who have signed up to speak. Mr. David Moe will be the first speaker today. If you'll come to the mic.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I wanted to let the board know that I've spoken with Mr. Alex Donahue of the Interagency Commission on School Construction. He is the Deputy Director, and I know that he has spoken before this board about this consolidation. Mr. Donahue informed me that if this consolidation does occur, that the board will save approximately $1 million per year over the next 30 years. I think that is substantial, and given the upcoming challenges with the new legislation that the state has passed, that it would be extremely advisable for the board to follow through with the consolidation. Otherwise, it is my understanding, if the board as the schools remain open as is, there's a substantial probability of a property tax increase in order for the county to meet its obligations to the board. And I think that's a major point that has not been publicized yet and needs to be. So with that, I urge this board to do the consolidation. On the remodeling, I remember a friend of mine who is a teacher at this school was murdered in a drill for a active shooter drill. And so I sincerely hope, Audra Sharpless. So I sincerely hope that's been taken into account by the architectural team. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rowland. Mr. Henderson, Michael Henderson, is our other speaker.
My name is Mike Henderson. With all due respect, brevity forces bluntness, okay? My only question, you're going to approve this plan. You got no choice. Walter years ago was told the roof is going to collapse under heavy snow. You got no choice. You're going to do this if the IEC permits it. The questions I have are the cost. Walter, the existing school right now, round numbers, 35 million would replace it. If we go with the specs that we're currently using, 826 kids, 100 of them being special ed, the cost is 44.5 million. A new school comes with a new foundation, a new roof, new walls, new windows, new plumbing, new everything. We're not getting all that, but we're paying for that. Why are we paying for the cost of a new school? They're basically partitions and paint. We're even paying for site work, which is bulldozers preparing the ground. The building's already up. We need to explain why the cost is so high. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Henderson. Are there any other folks that would like to sign up to speak? Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned.